Oh my goodness. Yes. Hi there. Welcome. Happy Sunday Eve. My name is Chris Farah and welcome to my YouTube channel. Tonight I'll be discussing the latest episode of 90 Day Fiancé. And tonight it was called In My Arms. It's episode 14, I want to say. I obviously labeled it on this video. You know, in my arms, we can run to our lovers in their arms and then suddenly our arms have some sort of like spasm and then we throw the lover away into the night. And I guess I'm specifically talking about Mike. What an episode. This was a doozy. This was good. I mean, this was a good one. I didn't see the Natalie thing coming, and I feel really bad for her because she's not an actress. You know what I'm saying? Like, she had a panic attack on camera that we watched. That can't you I mean, I do act. I've gotten paid to act, and like, she's not an actress. That's crazy that we watched that. I feel so bad for her. I mean, she's not acting is what I'm saying. Like, we had to watch this woman do that. Like, what happens? I thought they do get married. I'm like, what is I need to know everything. Like, were you guys is your mouth open? Like, I remember back pre-COVID when theater was still around, one of the best things I ever saw was this like production of oh God, not Into the Woods. Oh God, it's Eugene O'Neill. It's a family drama. I'm gonna kill myself. Long Day's Journey into Night. Thank you, God. Thank you, God. And Vanessa Redgrave, okay, and like a brilliant cast, like Philip Seymour Hoffman, like Michael C. Hall's bananas, like Brian Dennehy is like crazy, okay, and and at one point at the end of Act One, she goes bananas, she goes crazy, Vanessa Redgrave, and she claws at a wooden wall in a mad state. She's like, or whatever she did. I mean, crazy. And this is the first time I ever had that, like, so they goes blackout, right? Because of the end of Act One, and the entire audience doesn't clap for like 10 seconds because we're just like, and then crazy, standing crazy, crying, whatever. Can you imagine? I'm like a nightmare to see like a Broadway show with the one that's really, really good. I'm in crazy. But I mean, this situation with Natalie, like, were you just not like, by the way, I feel so bad because, and maybe I'll just have to start with Mike and Natalie, which is fine. I guess but, and I will start with Mike and Natalie, and I guess I'll go back into this point, but I just will say this. What also was crazy about that moment is because, obviously Natalie's going through it and very sad, but do you know who's not sad? That wedding, like the wedding person, the person that would like the person who was gonna marry them, the person that she called. Because like, could you imagine getting paid for already work? Because you like had to give her a deposit. You can't just like cancel someone like that's her time, whatever, God bless. She just now gets paid and not has to like do anything in the middle of coronavirus. She's probably so happy. You know what I'm saying? You know that feeling when you're like, I gotta do this thing, but then that thing just cancels on you and you're not made to look bad about it? What a gift that is. That's ultimate relief. So like, honey, that woman was happy, super happy. I love you guys so much. I'm so happy you guys are here. Thank you so much, Mickey, for saying that I'm an actress. Ha ha ha. But yeah, that was really funny. Oh, should I? You know what? Maybe I'll just turn that off. I'm sorry, guys. I got a loud text. Okay, so we will start with Mike and Natalie. So what obviously is like so theatrical and so dramatic about the whole situation is there was a lot of like the theme of obviously this episode is besides pigtails. We can get to that. The theme of this episode is like as we wind down, as like the numbers starting to get close, like these couples have to get together or not, and we saw a lot of loving moments between them, like, and Mike and Natalie were one of them. And so obviously that's also the extreme opposite thing that happens that makes this moment with her crying at the end truly Devastating. Mildly devastating. Okay, so let's go back. Mike and Natalie. Now, Natalie has had to like learn to acquiesce, right? She had to get off her high horse, honey, and her thinking that she is everything and just be like, and also have to get off the fact that she doesn't trust Mike, specifically in the context of this wedding of his ex best friend, where she thinks that he just like boned that woman the night of her wedding or the night after her wedding. You know what I'm saying? And so, she has to get past that, and she has to get past the fact that he's going to eat meat, honey, and that he's like whatever he is, and that he's not a Mensa member, honey, and he's not like a model, whatever. Like, God bless, she is, surely. And like swallows all of that and is like, all right, well, coronavirus happened. My life didn't turn out the way it is. If my ultimate end goal is to get married, like that's what's important. Let's just like do the damn thing. It'll be in your backyard. I hate the woods. I've made that clear. My mom's not going to be there. Fucking fine. You know, like this is not what I want, but like I am settling. You know that in the back of Natalie's mind.
Everyone, this is Tupac speaking. This is
what is happening? Why are there like just so many noises just happening in my life? You know what? I forgot this whole time. I guess I was in a Clubhouse. By the way, are you guys on Clubhouse? Which I'll get back to Mike and Natalie, but I am going to talk, by the way, on Clubhouse about the show at 8:00. I have a room set up. So if you know what Clubhouse is, it's like a audio only kind of podcast app where it's kind of like a mansion convention where there's a bunch of rooms and your friends are there at any given time and you can just like kind of pop in and see what's happening, and there's rooms of all kind. I really find it fascinating. It's an app and it's like beta form. I know Elon Musk did a room about a month ago, which is when I would join, but then I didn't really like jump into it until like this week, and I am just like mildly obsessed. So if you haven't yet, if you are on Clubhouse, oh my God, will you please follow me and I'll follow you back. I'm obsessed with it. I'm Chris L. Farah, if you can imagine. I'm going to be talking about, right now I want to talk about 90 Day at 8:00 tonight. And then on Wednesday, I'm going to talk about Real Housewives of New Jersey. And then I might do like some sort of a pop culture or like lifestyle roundup situation on another, like a daytime thing. So it's like live podcasting. I love it. I don't have to put makeup on. There's no ring light involved. You know, like I don't like makeup. You know, I do. Anyway, so that's where I am in life. I'm going to go back to talking about 90 Day here. Don't even worry about it, but just straight up authentic moment of being like, oh yeah, are you on Clubhouse? I love it. Also, thumbs up this video. I always forget to ask. The truth is, like the YouTube situation is like I need it because of algorithms and stuff like that. So if you haven't yet, subscribe to me, and for some reason you're just in this room, my God, hi, I'm Chris. Thank you so much for being here. God bless. Also, you'll like my situation. You know what I'm saying? If you're like here or whatever, like you'll like it. And if you don't like it, you can always unsubscribe. But I'm just saying in this moment, do yourself a favor and me, mostly me, by liking this video, by giving it a thumbs up, by giving a thumbs it up, 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 thumbs it up. Do a growl. Thumbs it up, thumbs it up. And sometimes you have to leave the chat to do so. That's annoying. Okay, before I jump back in, hi Carmen. Thank you so much for talking to me on Twitter, by the way. I mean, like, I'm doing the damn thing. I'm like, you know, live tweeting during it. I'd like sometimes do some things. You know what I'm saying? I'm just like jumping back into like actually thinking about working. You guys, I just nodded. Okay, so Mike and Natalie. So she's acquiesced. She's like, we're going to get married in the backyard. My mom's not going to be there, but like, whatever. The night before is literally like them. And I want to know exactly what it was. It was like they grilled cookies. It was like a thing where like, yeah, it was like on the barbecue, honey. And at first when I saw that barbecue, I was like, oh my God, they're going to be like making steaks. What if like the last moment of this, like her having to like eat steak on her wedding night, you know, like her ultimate acquiesce to like, I'll do it, Mike. Like I'll give you what you want, you know, like here's a barbecue steak. And I'll drink so much. I'll drink a Stephanie-sized glass of wine if we can just get married the next night. And they have this like barbecue cookie situation. I don't know what it is, but she loves it, honey. She's drinking a green juice, and the green juice is like in a beer, you know, like glass, like it's the ultimate compromise. Like, this is where I just feel so bad for Natalie. And then, honey, she even is like, Mike, let's have a little fun. Like, let's talk about going to a strip club. Like, she's like, I'll go with you. She's like flirty with, like, never seen this like happy-go-lucky, flirty Natalie. She like is like allowing Mike to take the spotlight. Like, Mike gets up and like starts dancing. She's like, do it for me, Mike. We are fiancé now. You can do it for me. Oh, you're so sexy, Mike. She's like making him feel good. You're just like, this woman, honey, she's been taking notes these last 87 days. Because she has 3 days before the visa runs out. It's the 87th day of Natalie living in the woods, scared and cold out of her mind. You have to remember, like, this is the character of Natalie. This is why it makes her break down so crazy, because she has endured up to this point so much, and everything is bubbling inside. She hates it. She hates the woods, the cold. I just like want to laugh about it. But then on top of that, coronavirus happens. This bitch is barely white knuckling, hanging on, and she's like, whatever, okay, the barbecue cookies and me drinking my whatever green juice. I don't know what it is, probably naked juice. That's all you can get in Swim. God bless you, Swim. Like in a beer koozie. And then she's like, again, giving Mike all of the like props and making him feel good and very sexy. And he talks about how they're gonna bone that night. We're going to do it. Yeah, we're going to do it. Yeah, we're going to do it. We're going to do it. Guess the F what? They don't do it. They probably have sex. That's the worst part. Not the worst part, but you know that he boned her that night. And then the next morning, for some reason, calls Natalie outside so she like can't throw something at him, I'm sure. And is like, I can't do it. I can't marry you. Okay. And not only that, all of like Julie, I don't know, like crazy ass mullet, like neighbors there, honey, and she hears it and she's supposed to come to the wedding. Natalie loses her shit. She loses her mind. Natalie, breaks down in a way that is uncontrollable. Like, you can't teach that. This woman can't breathe, honey. She's a fish out of water. You know what? Literally and figuratively, she can't breathe in this moment. And she's also from Ukraine in America, in the woods, freezing. Have I made that clear? She hates it. Oh my God. So yeah, then she has to call her wedding minister. I don't know why. I can't remember, like, not coordinator, but the person that marries you, honey. Whatever. God bless. The proctor. That's not it. But I can't believe I even thought of that word. It's like minister. Wedding marrier. The wedding person, whatever, God bless. And then it's like, yeah, like, I could talk about my fiancé could marry me. Whatever. The woman's like, what? And also, yes, I don't have to come do anything, I get to just stay home, honey. I'm like so afraid of seeing anyone. This is early days of coronavirus too. I feel so bad for Natalie. She's just like, how dare this man? How dare he? Fuck him. How dare he? I hate him. To do this to me? I am Natalie? Like she can't even deal. The poor mullet neighbor has to come in, honey, and is going to like drive her, because she won't like touch Mike. She can't stand Mike. Mike had to go to the bank for some reason. Put the ring away. Got the ring right. I feel like he had just given her back the ring. Do you think he took it off in the middle of the night? Do you think he ran to the bank to put in a safe deposit box? Oh my God, I'm so horrible. Okay, God bless. Officiant. Okay, thanks. Thanks, Lynn. So, yeah, the mullet neighbor has to come in and like, Natalie's like furiously packing, and furiously. And like, she's like, petrol, do you have better petrol? Petrol, and like those women's like, can you imagine this mullet neighbor? Like, what, Natalie? Oh, I'm so sorry. Like, I didn't break up with you, Natalie, or whatever, God bless. And it's like, oh, do I have gas in my car? Yes, I do have the gas. I got to like do a whole bunch of stuff. God bless, this mullet neighbor has like a baby seat in her bag, honey, like, I don't know what grandkids or what, what grandnieces she has to like cart around, but like she's doing the Lord's work by doing any of that. So yeah, Natalie has some bags. She can't spend them one more night with Mike. So she's like out seas, wild seas. And oh my God, the scenes for next next week when he's like, can I just hug you? And she's like, why would you do that to me, Micah? How could you? You know, whatever. I really am making this accent absolutely so insanely big. But you know what? Here's the thing. That's fine. I have like no outlet for myself. I'm an only child, seriously. And so in the coronavirus, I'm just sitting in my room making voices. It's really like nothing's changed. I also, I guess I'll talk about this in my recap, which I know I have to recap two scenes, the last episode and this episode in my edited recap, because I really want to talk about other parts. I forgot to talk about how Natalie had the whole like, I figured out this is the night before he breaks up with her. She's like, my happiness is just simplicity, you know, whatever. God bless. So, okay, so let's go to Jovi and Yara. So, you know, he's just basically like, don't ask, don't tell when it comes to like what happened upstairs with them strippers. Okay. And like you know, I broke this down with my cousin, which is like the worst thing, I kept doing this too. The thing that happened upstairs when he went upstairs to that stripper, Carmen, or whatever Carter, or whatever her name was, God bless, is that she like, I mean, because we know how strippers work. Like she got paid to grind on him until he came. That's what, I mean, we're all adults here, right? And then he says later on in this episode, I never touched her. Which, you're not allowed to touch, you know, strippers. You're like sitting on your hands, like you're a dude, you're like sitting on your hands, and the woman is just like Megan the Stallion on there. You know what I'm saying? Like, you know, like that Megan Thee Stallion special move. And I really feel like if you are in the pop culture world, you know what I'm talking about. If you know what I'm talking about, which is the special Megan Thee Stallion twerk move, you have to like in the comment section, like give me a stallion, like a horse emoji, so you know. Anyway, it's like that's what she did. So like Jovi is whatever. So Jovi like is like, well, you know, she's like, Yara said, you know, like just come back early, and like I didn't really do that. And also the other thing Jovi did is Jovi just came into the room, honey, and Yara is sleeping, and he just like turns on every light and like is like about to pack but then doesn't pack or whatever. Like, I hate that. There's nothing worse than sharing a bedroom with someone who, when they get home, they turn on the lights when you're asleep. I mean, that's psychotic. That's a psychotic thing to do. If you're the type of person, especially if you're packing, like what? While I'm sleeping, I'm pregnant, sleeping on this bed. And honey, it looks like a very small bed. Like that's a full size. I think they're sleeping on a full size bed, which is fine because I guess the warehouse district in New Orleans is very expensive. So the fact that he has his own place is chill. And maybe like they couldn't afford a bigger bed. And I'm not like price shaming them, but I'm saying it's a small bed, what looks like a full. So like he's going to come in, his pregnant wife's there, put on all the lights and then start like packing. And then has the audacity to be like, I can't finish packing. I don't want to talk to you. So I'm just going to sleep, fall into this bed with his disgusting stripper, cum-soaked stripper G-thong. This is a not made for kids room. Rubbed jeans. Do you understand what I'm saying from the club? Do you understand everything that is on those jeans? That she is like, get the hell out of my bed, my full-size bed, with your disgusting DNA-soaked jeans? Who are you? I'm so mad. I hate it. I don't like it. I don't know. I just, I can't do it. I'm so mad for Yara because she knows better. She acts like she knows better. And Jovi isn't better. Jovi's worse. Jovi's one of the worst. Jovi is the worst, and she acts like she knows better. She acts like she's better. Did you scream? Here's the thing. I understand that as like a person, like there's just some barrier where you don't think that's gross. Like it's the person that like would also just like come from the airport and like jump into bed, you know, like that seems crazy to me. Airports. I mean, but like gentlemen's clubs, and gentlemen in this case, honey, big parentheses, is in coronavirus time is just like a different level. It's a different atmosphere. Okay, so then what happens? So then, the next morning, it's like basically morning. I mean, they didn't sleep at all. I can't imagine. She's just so sick, so pregnant, just throwing up all the time, no makeup. My God, just like didn't sleep, worried about him, was alone. I cannot, okay, in the car on the way to the airport, which she has to hear one of his friends be like, cool, you'll get there at 5:30. That's what time the bar opens. He already smells like alcohol. I just like, I mean, it's hard because I'm just like, this is like, what is it, the 1950s? How is this your choice? Like, why is this your choice? Like, you have choices. Like, I mean, I really need to know, like, let's talk about, because I guess already this is an adult room. Like, is Jovi packing like a bananas situation in them jeans? I mean, does Jovi really know how to like put them lips over them teeth and just, is his tongue crazy? I mean, like, he's I mean, what is the attraction? She hates America. She doesn't want to live in America. I mean, maybe like they've had a little fun here and there, but it's like, I mean, I this is not even funny because I'm just like, how is this happening? I just feel so bad for her. Okay, we're gonna move on to Rebecca and Zayed. So, you know, this whole situation feels a little forced, and I wonder if they just didn't have much drama because Rebecca's obsessed with him and just will marry him in a heartbeat or whatever. Like she's obsessed with him. There's no part of Rebecca that doesn't want to marry Zayed. So like, and it's coronavirus. So like everyone has to at some point understand they're going to get married and like it's not going to be the ideal situation, much like Natalie has. But Rebecca, I feel like, besides ultimate goal of just like, and I hope she does have stock in Joella's chicken because she really has pumped up that place. Like from her bringing Zayed some lunch to me having to deep dive into that Joella's chicken menu, and it looks amazing. I don't know if you've looked at the menu, but the Joella's chicken menu, I think I looked at it early on and I forgot, but I looked back at it again. It's like really there's fun things. There's like yummy slaws, like kale salad slaws. Like, it looks like it has like a really good quality of ingredients. It look kind of, like I love a chicken sandwich. It looks like a spicy chicken sandwich. It looks like, there's like cheese in the sandwich if you want it. I bet that Zayed's happy about his lunch. He is good about it. So, they have this conversation where they are basically like, what are the solutions? And Rebecca is like, I'm not happy and I don't want to give you solutions, but they just have to have this long drawn out conversation. Rebecca just sort of like angrily just holds her mouth to one side until she's finally like, of course, what she's going to do, which is like, yeah, I'll get married to you. I'm obsessed and in love with you. Yeah, I'll get married in 8 days. There's nothing else we can do. Rebecca wants to put up all the roadblocks. Like, well, I don't even know where we can get married. And there's no courts are open, like, well, whether, honey, there's a will, there's a way. And if you have all the will, which somehow is like really shown to us by the next scene, which she just really channels that Stephanie, honey, and just puts her hair in pigtails to have a conversation with her daughter, where that daughter and her does the classic comfortable Rebecca Tiffany role reversal, where Tiffany has to mother her mom sitting there in pigtails. And I saw this on Twitter too. It's also hilarious also that like, wait, is everyone 27? You guys tell me in the chat. Brandon and Zayed are 27. Was Ryan also 27? Or was Ryan younger? 23? I don't know, but it's like all these like little biddies, honey, these like biddies with them pigtails are just, it's a look. And, the look specifically is trying hard is what it reads. Trying so hard, in different ways. I'll take Rebecca's pigtails over Stephanie's in a heartbeat, but I'll take literally anything over Stephanie's everything in a heartbeat. But so yeah, this is just another another classic Rebecca scene where everyone hates every adult decision that Rebecca's tried to make in their lives and like doesn't trust her. Everyone thinks that she's dumb and immature and crazy and lost. And that's how everyone treats her. And so all these scenes happen with Tiffany being like, yeah, well, doesn't look good. And we know your track record. And then Rebecca, if it's Melanie or her daughter, just has to like, I'm like, it's half Katie Holmes. This is like my version of Katie Holmes in every Dawson's Creek, you know, like, right? It's kind of like that. Just a little more mature version of the Katie Holmes Dawson's Creek. I feel bad. I mean, you know, like I also love the fact that like why was it even floated about as a possibility that Zayed could live with Tiffany? Tiffany hates you. And then I also her boyfriend's gonna kill you. Literally would kill you in your sleep. So no, it was never a possibility. I love that Rebecca had a lie, be like, "Yeah, you can't live with Rebecca and what's his face because they're moving. Yeah, they're moving. Like they're not moving. Like you know, but I feel so it's so interesting because from like an I'm sure from like an Arabic culture, it's like not a thing to go live with someone for like a month in your family. You know, like you just would. You know, like I feel like yeah, like especially kids and stuff. Like you can ship a kid somewhere for like a good month, like an aunt's house or something. Like it's not a thing. Or but in this case, Zayed has nowhere to go with the family, and yeah, I know. I also just think it's so dumb that we had to like be forced to like believe that Rebecca would just be like, I gotta see if this is gonna work out still in the next month. Sure, that's everyone else's opinion, but that's not Rebecca's opinion. I mean, maybe Rebecca just was like, I can get everyone on my side. Maybe my family and my friends won't think that I'm just like literally hopeless and helpless as someone as an adult who could make decisions and fend for myself, especially my romantic life, if I like act like I tried to be discerning. Anyway, Tiffany really lays it on the line. Just like, if you guys didn't know, I'll tell you in both confessional and to my mom, I don't think it's gonna work. I just have really bad sign. I have really bad feelings, really bad. I'm getting bad vibes, and every time I felt that, I've been right. And also, I've told you, and you've said the same thing, which is basically that I'm wrong or whatever, and I've been right. So, what I'm saying is, you're dumb. You know, like in insanity just is repeating the same behaviors over and over and expecting a different outcome. Like, and basically I'm going to tape all of the season and I'm going to put a conservatorship on you, mom, because to a Britney level, I don't think you can make rash decisions for your estate, you know, and like in I think that, you know, Rebecca is making money in some sort of stock, some sort of like extra ambassadorship to Joella's. I mean, because they show it a lot, plus the sign a lot. Like, and it's just a chain in only like 4 states. I love this show so much. It's so weird, you know? Like, is it just that they made a deal with Rebecca and TLC? Was Rebecca already working there and then TLC like, well, we want to shoot here, and then Joella's was like, not if you don't let us show our business, and somehow they, you know, or do they pay extra? Like, I just need to know the finance situations. I think that's like some brilliant marketing because yeah, I'm sitting in California. I don't live anywhere near one of the states that Joella is in, honey. And I can tell you the whole menu. They have a kale salad. I told you that. I told you about that kale salad. I mean, I'm just like, what's it when I have to get my ass to one of them states? It's like Alabama. I think one of them is like a Virginia. I mean, I'm not quite sure, but I need, you know, like I gotta get myself to them states. I gotta try that Joella's. Okay, so Amira and Andrew. So of course, Amira gets herself to Serbia, honey, and it's I don't know. Okay, I've never been to Serbia, and if any of my people here have, I would love you to talk about it, because unfortunately Serbia, in the connotation of Serbia for here in America, it almost feels like a vast wasteland. That's like Serbia. It seems like, is there anything there? Like almost like a desert, if deserts were in that part of the world, like Eastern Europe. I know there's not, it's like Serbia feels like, what is it, but like, because it doesn't, I mean, that's what I think. But I'm, this is like, I'm being ignorant. I know I'm ignorant. This is just like the dumb, not knowing idea of like Serbia, So Serbia in her through her iPhone lens is urban, for she is in an urban center, like, and gray, concrete filled, and there's riots there. And so sorry, I don't know exactly if the riots were. I am horrible. Listen, I am ignorant and horrible as an American. I've already said that earlier, and I'm saying it now. Like, I don't know what was happening in Serbia at this time, honey. I don't know if it's a political unrest. I don't know if it's like the BLM. I mean, I don't know what was, I'm truly dumb. Okay, so, but it's scary there for her. She's not into it. She's like, honey, I went from jail to this. This is not good. She has to like get out, honey. She has to like go get some food. Her hotel does not have room service, which when I heard that, I mean, that I would have just turned around. The minute I checked into that, I mean, could I? Yeah, the minute I fucking checked into that Serbian hotel and they didn't have room service, I would have been like, okay, no, I gotta leave. Bye. No. Is there a Marriott? Is there a Hyatt? I'm an SPG member. I don't know what's here, but no room service? Why stay at a hotel? Why pay? So just like go and find food. Then she has a conversation with him, and this conversation is bananas. So he wants to like cheer her up. He's being extra, super crazy and authentic. And he's like, I can't wait to get here. Like, I'm planning all these fun things for you. He's like camping. And we're like, what about this bitch? Do you think that she wants to camp? Are you insane? Camp? This one? I tweeted this, honey, but I was like, the only place she wants to camp at is like a Sephora. Are you insane? Camp. And then he's like, and you can meet Gary and Connie. I mean, I'm not saying that this isn't fun, but like, I really didn't think that he was going to come in hot with like the fun things that he's planned, being camping and marrying Gary and meeting Gary and Connie. And then we get into this conversation about the children situation, which is like, he's hot on having kids, which God bless, God bless. And she was at one point, they started talking about it because if after all this situation, she's like feeling pressured or feeling anxious to like commit to the kids now. And he's like, oh, you want to have kids. But then they get into this conversation that just seems crazy where it's like, he's like, it seems like your perception of when I get angry is like different, than what's actually happening. Like, do you perceive what's happening as an argument right now? And she's like, no, don't call me. I'm not stupid. I know this is not an argument. You're not being how you are being when you are arguing right now. You're on camera. The times in which you're yelling at me are very crystal clearly different than this now. But you're pretending to be the whole situation different, And oh my God, I didn't realize there's like a whole bunch of people in this room. Ugh, I love you. Will you just like this video? If you haven't yet, just give this video a little thumbs it up. Thumbs it up. Thumbs it up. Thumbs it up. You might have to exit the chat. Thumbs it up. Thumbs, but go right back in the chat after you're done thumbsing it up. No, but really, I just appreciate that. Or whatever, thumbs it down. I mean, I don't know, do something. And just the engagement in itself is good for me and good for this room. It just tells YouTube, like, I'm interested in what this, I don't know, greasy-haired girl has to say. Honey, she's in a onesie. Okay, so, then he has a conversation with his mom about this awkward conversation, and that mom and him are like, well, Amir is the one in the wrong. And that mom, as you know, as I've talked about in another video, hopped on Amira's Instagram and like cussed her out for being like, oh, you're just like a fame-hungry blobby-blue, like went to her Instagram and cussed her out in a comment and then deleted the comment as if, I mean, that's whatever, messy. But I hear they're coming back for the next season. I obviously am going to do a cast controversies video. By the way, this Clubhouse thing is crazy. I have to like literally like end this very soon. Not very soon, but like soon, because I have to go on Clubhouse and talk about it at 8:00. But like, do you guys, is anyone here a fan of Kate Casey and listens to her podcast? If so, I will be on, I don't know when it's going to actually air, but I will be doing a little 90-day update tomorrow. I'm shooting, or not, recording it is the word. On her podcast, and then it'll be released. So if you are into that, that's what's happening in my life. But let's go back. So, sorry. Oh yeah, that's Tariq. Okay, I see. I messed up. Okay. Hazel and Tariq. And then we have Stephanie. I'm going to save Stephanie for last because why not? Hazel and Tariq. So I don't believe, I find hard to believe in the sense that I think that there's never was a really good dramatic situation for Tariq and Hazel. And because of the coronavirus, they couldn't even pay off her being bi as much as we wanted her to. And maybe they will in the next scene because at least we get to see her with other people. Like we got an Angela scene, but like, so after the whole mini minty situation, which she also barely, I mean, she was like, I hate you for that, is that he had another one of them women, the women that he loves, them Thai women. My God, honey, like whatever it is, he loves the lemongrass. I think that's what it is. He likes it. So, and she's a person that he's known for a long time just started calling. I don't know if it's like through the WhatsApp, FaceTime. I don't know if it's like 1 missed call, 4 missed calls. Did he text back? Why is she calling? It feels like what would happen would be like Hazel and him are laying in bed, right? And it's like, do, 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 do. I don't know. Like that sounds like a sports app notification, but I was like trying to sing like the WhatsApp song. I don't know, And he's like, oh shit. I don't know her name. He said her name. Rebecca. No, that's someone on the show's already named Rebecca. Susie. Oh my God, Susie's calling me. And he's like, who's Susie? Whatever. And he's like, no, Susie is just some Thai woman that I like was friends with for like a hot minute, honey, but like haven't talked to in years. And then Hazel will be like, no, that don't like her calling you. And he should be like, yeah, no, I mean, I won't want Susie calling me. I don't need no Susie in my life. I got some Hazel. Decline. Quick text. Hey girl, hey, saw that you got a missed call and just like hope all is well in this crazy ass time. Just so you know, got me like a good woman, and she's bi. Can't wait, like and I also don't talk to Dean anymore. Anyway, why am I telling you so much in this text? It's just me being Tariq and I, like talk about myself or whatever. I have horrible fashion taste. Anyway, period. But really what I want to get to, this is a whole long text and he voice recorded it, whatever, is I can't talk to you anymore because of the woman thing. So I hope all is well. Again, wish you the best. Tariq, block her number. That's what he had to do. But instead what he does is like goes to like see Angela, honey. And thank God it's not Angela that we know, Angela, God bless. But like it's like his friend Angela. And then Angela just like is like, you're dumb. Hazel, what's up? And Hazel's like, yeah, no, if we're bringing a woman into this relationship, I pick her and you don't ever get to talk to any of them else. I don't understand. You are so lucky that I, A, look like this and B, that I want to bring women in. If you're into that, you must be into it, obviously. And you must be, I look like this and I'm going to let you do it. So just sit back and let me do it. And you don't get to do it. And Angela's like, right. I'm risking my life right now to eat at this Panera that you brought me to. But I mean, if this was you have to do to like hear this, Tariq, I mean, Okay, so another thing that happened was then Angela in her like confessional is like alpha males like Tariq. And then at that point, I don't even know how she finishes the sentence, because when she said it, I was like, oh, okay. I'll be honest. You know why I never thought of Tariq being an alpha male? And I'm, okay, And I'm literally having this right now, this thought, because it hit me when she said that, why it felt inauthentic to me. And then I am having this moment now, which is when Dean had the audacity to be mean to Hazel in the scene, the first season of seeing them together, right? We all know that moment, if you saw the season. He was like questioning her about like her sexual preferences and like questioning her mother antics, okay? That is a man, Dean, doing that to someone's woman. That someone is your brother, who we're now identifying as an alpha male. And my definition of an alpha male, that scene wouldn't have happened the way it went down. It couldn't have. Because I feel like a definition of a strong alpha male, not that I feel like Tariq should have like punched him. It's just that the level of respect, because the alpha is an alpha male, you wouldn't be able to do that to his woman. A woman that he claimed like that. This is like real Animal Kingdom stuff, right? You know what I'm saying? Okay, so that's what I feel about that. But I do appreciate Angela being like, you should have just blocked her, because that's obviously what he should have done. Okay, Stephanie and Harris, honey. Okay. So, okay, check in with you. Oh, okay. I forgot what that moment was. Okay, so then she's like, Harris, wait 1 second. It's the morning after Harris first came and spent the night. He spent the night on the couch, honey, made that very clear. He's like, I'm going to check in with the office and just see how my business is doing, my skin envy business, the envy of all the skin, my youthful skin and my like taut hula hooping body, sweetheart. So she finds out that Ryan's mother messaged her secretary about trying to look for Ryan and how that's horrible. When that shit is the same thing that Stephanie used to do to his mom every day. She's like, block his mom, block it. Like, you used to do that to her all the time, and you were mad that she blocked you. Are you in? Whatever. I also do not know why Ryan's mom did that, unless he truly was gone and she just thought that he was with him. I do feel bad about that. Imagine how many times Ryan's mom had to answer that crazy biddy, and probably one time she gets scared, she like calls her because she did block her, so she probably like hates the fact that like she had to get to Stephanie's through the Stephanie's assistant, and now has like, it's whatever. I mean, I don't know. This is such a hard situation to talk about, but like Stephanie's like, I don't want to talk to anyone in Ryan's family. Block the whole family. His mom, his dad, his aunts, his cousins. And Harris is like, what? Block me? Harris is like, contends that it's going to be kind of bad when the whole family watches what happens, which is him throwing his whole family under the bus for a sweet chance to be Stephanie's boy toy. And I mean, she does, I guess, in her Cleopatra seduction way, really roll out the carpet for him in the sense of like, Harris, I just want you to plan a fun day for me. Just take my money and make something happen as a surprise. Okay, God bless. So give me 4 hours to get ready. So, okay, so she has 2 hours each ponytail. So then he like drags her out on this pier, honey, and it does look really nice. It's like a bachelor, and I always think of this as like a bachelorette date on this pier. And she is like, what's that? And he's like, what? And she's like, my favorite wine. Oh my God. And then he gets 1 bottle of wine and she's like, pour me some, don't stop. He pours a whole bottle of wine into 2 glasses. And she's like, she just puts her mouth to this. She wants the wine. This is like, why isn't Jovi and Stephanie together? I cannot even tell you how crazy it is that we get to watch this woman. I mean, like, it's crazy that she's on TV. It's crazy that we get to watch her. And I know there's like lawsuits and things outside of the show, and I know that she, has some issues mentally or addiction wise, and I can't name them. And half of me feels bad for saying this, and the other half of me wants this. So that's the duality of what I'm about to be like, is that please, can we have her back? Please. Can I see more? Please don't let this be the only season of her. This is a horrible metaphor to say, because the next thing I'm about to say is crazy. It makes me think of how Amy Winehouse only got one good American released CD. We only got Back to Black. Yes, she had a UK release thing, and then afterward they, like the Lioness thing, and we do have like copious amounts of live recordings, but she was taken away from us at too young an age. We only got one full album to call our own, and it's like, Rehab and Tears Dry on Their Own and like Me and Mr. Jones, a great album. Now, Stephanie is no Amy Winehouse, and I know that. But just in the pop culture entertainment way, because you gotta be happy making this metaphor. In the bridge across them, it's just, I just feel like we need more. We can't just have one season. This can't be it. And I don't know if I can like afford giving her my time and attention to follow on social media, which is, I guess, the other thing I should do. But like, I can't invite the toxicity into my daily life. I can only experience what I'm experiencing and then like marinating it and then like talking about it later. So so then, honey, Harris has one more obstacle left, and that is to get past Maria. Maria, I just met a psychic named Maria, who is a paid employee / friend of Stephanie, who for some reason didn't just early on when she told him about both men, just be like, yeah, just you're gonna be with Harris. But instead, because that's what a psychic would do. But in this case, because she's not a psychic, she just is like this person that listens to Stephanie. Don't mind that motorcycle. Listens to Stephanie and then like gives her opinion and gets to be paid for it. That's what Maria has locked down as a great gig, So she talks to Harris, and Harris is like, all right. And Harris is like, hey, Maria, and like, that Harris's like idea of Maria is like a Miss Cleo, like he doesn't believe in any of these people. So Maria's like, oh, I see your eyes, Harris, and you seem really upstanding, like I somehow believe you in some way or whatever, like what Maria says. And so that is it. He charms Maria and her pants off. I mean, Harris is like an American Idol contestant, honey. He's got Randy, he's got Paula, he's got Simon Cowell, even Simon Cowell on his side. He has a golden ticket. He's going to Hollywood. When they actually get married, I guess, is when he gets American Idol. But what a great metaphor. God. Sometimes it's so hard to be like a philosopher of such like superficial, mundane things. But I really make it work. That's basically it, what I have of that episode. I am going to do an edited recap for the past 2 episodes. I didn't do one last week, but as you may or may not know, it's my birthday, and so also pilot season technically for us actors, as I've opened and closed the show, really, really trying to let you know that I do. I had to do some stuff, some videos, whatever, some auditions. Okay, so 3 minutes I'm going to go, like 2 minutes I'm going to go on Clubhouse. Let's talk. He was sweating too. He has a batch of kids. Oh, yeah, the kids. Yeah, and like that's what we're about to see next week is like her really come to grips that he has 3 kids that he's abandoning happily. So I'm going to kick you out. Okay. And I don't like you. Okay, so okay. Sorry, I've been like so many things. So yeah, I'm so sorry. We're gonna see the woman that is his baby mama and who he's really just casting aside to be with Stephanie and see what that's like. Oh, baby booze, can you believe this? Life. Okay, so what is Clubhouse? It is an app that is like live audio rooms. And I don't know, I really, really, really like it. Other than that, I do have some invites. So if you are interested in Clubhouse and you want to know more, I can talk about it, but I will talk about it in Vanity Fair, which is my private Facebook group that you're welcome to just join. That's how I talk to people in an easy way. You know, you can just like search it, join it, and then I do have some invites, and I can't promise you all because I only have like however many invites, but if you want to know more. Other than that, you can also follow me on Instagram and Twitter. I'm at Chris L. Farah. Of course, I'm about to go live on Clubhouse, as I've said, and I'm Chris L. Farah on that. And other than that, I mean, obviously, I love you guys. Thank you so much for being here. Thank you so much for spending your time with me and talking to me. And thank you to Lonely Banter and Lynn. Oh, Lonely Banter! Thank you so much for that super chat. I didn't see that until just now. Oh, great job. First time watching. I'll be back. Thank you. That's so sweet. I'm going to go to your channel. Check you out, baby boo. Thank you so much. I really appreciate it. Yeah. Edited recap coming soon. Watching Real Housewives of New Jersey. And that's really it. That's my life. I really appreciate you guys being here again, just sharing energy with me and like talking to me. I like it. I'm into it. Makes me feel good. I'm really just appreciating like just authentically connecting. Oh, it's so gross. All these warm feelings. Anyway, that's it, baby boos. I love you. Okay, take care of yourselves and each other. Stand up for what you believe and make art. Bye. Have a good week.